Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel, Drop the Tea. So we have some different things we're going to talk about over here on my page here. The plot of Stormy, Martell, and Friends. And everything I say on my channel is for commentary purposes only and in my very own opinion and for entertainment purposes only. So, Miss Stormy and got caught. So I've been having this theory about Stormy, Martell, Ariane Curry, aka Colaw, and Courtney, and the Mama Betty. So my theory I have here is this: Martell had Stormy to contact Mel to be an ambassador for Canvas Beauty. Then after that, I think Stormy was trying to cozy up to Mel to get on to that show. Now I'm not saying that Stormy was not a businesswoman before she got on that show, which we all know she was, selling Canvas Beauty. And then she also, as time went on, started the body butter, um, body glaze. So I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is that she had some recognition, but we didn't really know who Stormy was. And Stormy plan all along was to get on that show to let us know who she was and to advertise for that body glaze. But it even gets more trickier. So I believe that Martell sent Stormy to Melanie to be the ambassador for the Canvas Beauty. Then the plot was for her to befriend Mel and for her to ease her way onto that show. But I also believe that Stormy paid Martell to be on that show. Mel probably don't know. Excuse me, Melanie probably don't know because Stormy probably gave the money to Martell to get on that show. Stormy was living all the way in Mississippi somewhere. And in Mississippi, if y'all go back, she had a nice house. It was a nice house for her, Chaz, and Courtney. But when Stormy, and I know Stormy knew something about Love and Marriage Huntsville. So Stormy got Melanie to be an ambassador for Canvas Beauty. And like I said, she cozied her way up to Mel to try to befriend her. But all alone, she knew coleslaw. She knew coleslaw. She knew she did. But she didn't want to tell Mel that because Mel would have not voted for her to be on that show. But then the plot gets thicker here. You remember how they were saying that she said she didn't really know coleslaw, that coleslaw was waiting out there in the car for her friend that worked inside of the warehouse or what have you. And then he also put a another plot out here that Ariane Curry was dating somebody who worked at the warehouse, which was a guy who already had a wife or a woman. And that's why they were going around saying that the other guy who worked at that warehouse was claiming Ariane Curry's child. So that was another plot that I think they put out there. But see, this is my theory. I believe Martell knew Courtney, right? And Stormy already knew Ariane Curry, which they say that she worked in Stormy's hair salon. Because you remember, Stormy had a hair salon as well. So Stormy, Ariana Curry worked in Stormy's hair salon. But here's the thing. I believe Ariana, no, let me take that back. I believe Ariana Curry kind of told Stormy about Mel and about that TV show. And she introduced, I'm thinking, introduced Martell to Courtney and Stormy. And they were all plotting for them to get on that show. So they had to get Stormy on there first. And so Stormy had to say, you know, she didn't know anything about coleslaw, right? So I believe Courtney and Stormy and Martell and Coleslaw were going out on dates and things like that. And all along on the back end, Martell working out a deal to get Stormy on that show, right? So once Stormy and Courtney got on the show, I believe their plan was to bring Coleslaw on the show. Because you remember, they have to have this voting where they vote for people to be on the show and things like that. And I believe Stormy, Courtney, was supposed to get on that show. And then they were supposed to somehow try to vote Coleslaw in on the show. So when they were going around the YouTube streets saying that Stormy knew Coleslaw, that's why Stormy was denying that she knew Coleslaw. And Ariane, aka Coleslaw, got mad, and that's when she was trying to go on Instagram and bust Stormy out by saying that she paid to get on that show. And I believe Miss Betty was in on it too, because you remember what Melanie just said when she said um, on the what is it called? Oh my goodness, I can't think of it. Um, anyway, it's something to the effect that when Melanie said that Miss Betty was in these groups talking about their kids, she looked at Martell and said, "No, I wasn't. No, I wasn't." Like she knew Martell or something. So now I'm believing Betty, Martell, Coleslaw, and Stormy them all plotted to get on that show. And they were supposed to bring Coleslaw on there because you know how they have the vote. And that's how they was going to get Coleslaw on there too. But that never happened. So then that's when Stormy was saying she didn't know Coleslaw. And that's how when Coleslaw went on her Instagram page and started blasting her. Go back and look at it. The reunion. Yep, on the reunion, that when Melanie and Miss Betty was arguing, she was saying you was going around in these YouTube groups talking about our kids, and that's when Betty looked at Martell and was like, "No, I wasn't. No, I wasn't." Like something was up, or what have you. So I think this all was planned. This all was a plot. And so another thing, once Stormy got on that show, the plot was to bring Coleslaw in, and then Stormy think because she sell all these products that they were gonna kick Mel off of the show, but the plan didn't work. Martell is a low down, dirty man. It's like you can't trust anybody, not even your husband. That is ridiculous. This woman helped Martell, which is Melanie, when he didn't have a dime. And you gonna plot against your mistress to try and take your wife down? She helped you fix that receiving hairline, them crooked teeth, help you pay to get back in school, and this is the thing she get. She the one that pitched the show, Martell. All you did was made a couple of calls and sat there while she was pitching the show to Carlos King. I understand that, you in a marriage, sometimes things don't work out. But Martell has kids by Melanie. She has did nothing to Martell for the betrayal that he did to her. It's already bad enough he cheated on Melanie. But the betrayal to try to take her down on a show that she pitched to Carlos King for their family. Martell is the worst kind of human being, of a worst kind of man I ever seen in my life. And everything that's happening to him, he deserves it. Everything that's happening to Colaw, she deserves it. I don't wish or pray on nobody downfall, but sometimes when you do so much dirt to a person, then they look up and like, why is all this stuff happening to me? You need to look at what you've done to some people. Martell is the lowest of the low of a husband. And I would feel sorry for any woman that's messing with him or even try to marry him, because Martell cannot be trusted for nobody. It ain't safe out here. Martell is the lowest scum of the earth. And usually when men like the father of your kids or your husband got kids by you, I would think they wouldn't try to do that to you because that's hurting their kids. But Martell doesn't care. And he told me he loves his kids so much. Why are you trying to take their mother down who has done nothing to you? And baby, Carlos King is the dirty of the dirt, the scum of the earth. Carlos King is like Satan. He'll do anything for money. And when a person will do anything for money, you better watch him. But Carlos King has been dirty ever since the housewife of Atlanta. He's been dirty. I'm gonna make another video about him, but he's been dirty. But just think about what I said. This was all a setup from the beginning, all a plot. Because in reality, Stormy could have got anybody to be the ambassador for Canvas Beauty. She did that. She had Mel be the ambassador for Canvas Beauty to get herself on that show. Then the plan was, and like I said, she paid Martell, allegedly, in my very own opinion. Okay. So her plan was to get on that show, Stormy and Courtney, then bring Colaw in, and they thought they was going to take over that show. They thought they were going to get Melanie off the show and Stormy, because she thinks she big shit, and Ariane was going to be on that show. But the plan backfired. It didn't work. God had other plans. That's why that show would not survive without Melanie. If they take Melanie off that show will be canceled within a couple of months. That's why when Melanie was not getting that many scenes, that show was not that the ratings were really low. So that's why they brought Melanie back on that show and the ratings went back up. And when Melanie first played that recording, that voice, go back and listen to how Colaw talked and laughed. When she played that record, I already knew that was Colaw. And when she read that text, I already knew it was Stormy. Stormy is country and ghetto. I already knew it was them two. So Stormy ain't never stopped talking to Colaw. They've been plotting and plotting and plotting. But it ain't working, whatever they're trying to do. Go back and look at Stormy and Martell and Betty. Look at Betty for their reunion, like Mel said. They were all plotting against Melanie to take her down. And if the and that- just say hypothetically they would have got Coleslaw on there. What would she bring to the show? What would she bring to the show? Nothing. She has nothing going on. I don't care if she did go to college. Have she done? What can she bring to the show? Nothing. So it'd be a waste to bring her on there. Tell what story? We already heard the story. She'd already told a story for free. Yeah, but go back and look at some of these clips. Go back and look at some of them. This was a setup for Melanie all alone for Stormy and Coleslaw to come on this show and take over the show. But God had other plans. That's why they plan failed. And Stormy, you're not gonna have no good luck because all you do is use people to try to get to the top. And when you do that, it don't work out too good for you. I could be wrong, but I done seen it too many times when you use people to get what you want, to get to the top, and then you throw them by the wayside, things don't work out too good for you. Martell has been trying to take Melanie down. Martell wanted where if Melanie ain't with him, he don't want her to live no good life. He don't want her to have nothing because he's doing bad. And that was the plot all along to take Melanie down. But it didn't work out. Martell is like a Satan. Him and Carlos King are Satan. Satan 1 and Satan 2. And that's why Melanie keeps shining because she keep doing the right thing. I'm not saying Melanie's no God or anything like that, but she's always trying to do stuff to help her friends out. And even people she don't know. And this is the thing that you get. I would suggest before they bring anybody else in that show that you have some private investigator, uh, watch them, do background checks on them, and things like that. Because you don't know, the people that come on this show, what are their motives for coming on the show? Because it seems like everybody that come on the show want male spot. They trying to take her down, and that's not going to work. Do backgrounds on these people before they come on the show. See who their friends and families are. Because everybody that comes on this show have some type of motive to try to take Melanie down. That's my theory of what I think. Please leave your theory of what you think. And like I say, everything I say in this video is for entertainment purposes only and in my very own opinion. This is my opinion. This is for commentary purposes only and for entertainment purposes only. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Drop the T. Follow me on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok at Drop the T. Be safe until next time.